Good evening. Welcome. There are a lot of new faces in the crowd. How many of you, this is your first time here? Welcome. We're so glad you found us. We built this place just for you so that you wouldn't have to drive into Vancouver and so that you wouldn't have to pay for $25 parking and you would be able to just come here and enjoy yourself. So we're really glad you're here. I'm Sandy Rosine. I'm the owner and creative director here at Bez Arts Hub. And I love what we get to do here. I'm particularly thrilled about this. We've been waiting for Locarno to be here. So you're in for such a treat tonight, boy. I'm going to begin just to acknowledge that we are on the unceded ancestral and traditional territories of the Kwantlen, Kaitsi, Semiahmoo, and Matsqui nations. And we count it a real privilege that we get to be here on this land doing what we do, recognizing that the Indigenous people have a rich heritage of arts and culture that has gone on for generations, and we're just kind of jumping in on what they've been doing for a very long time. As our name suggests, Bez Arts Hub is an arts hub, and we have lots and lots of things that normally are happening during the year. Right now, we're kind of winding down, end of season, but if you do take a peek at our website, you can register for all kinds of classes for September, and we have everything from dance classes for all ages, literally all ages, that ballet class that you've been wanting to take or the tap that you've been aching to take. We have about half of our dance classes are for adults. So you'll want to take a peek at that. We also have a gospel choir that is fabulous, if I do say so myself. And they meet on Wednesday nights. It's about 55 voices at this point and continues to grow. And we also have comedy improv classes. And I'm going to give another little plug. If you know of dancers who would like to make it kind of their profession to be in dance, and you know, a lot of the dance schools end as of high school, we have a training program here for dancers who want to continue post-high school and train towards a professional level. It's called Bez Dance Mentorship. And so all that is on our website. You will be getting emails from us. We hope you don't, turn us away, but you're welcome to if you need to. But there's lots of things coming up in the season that we always want our subscribers to have a heads up about what's coming up. So what we do have coming up, next weekend, we have the great Susie Ungerleider. And she, if you are familiar with her original iteration, which was Oh Susanna, she had taken a bit of time in Toronto. She's back here now, and she's launching a brand new album next weekend. So it's going to be a great night to hear lots of brand new music from Susie. And then on Saturday night, we have our very, very comedy improv evening. It's our last one of the season, the most hilarious comedy you would ever watch in the Fraser Valley, I think. And so they're going to be on Saturday night. And other than that, we kind of pause for the season. It gets very warm in here in the summer, so we end up not being able to run much in this space. But we start it all up again in September, and Russ already has a great roster of artists coming in the fall, and you won't want to miss any of it. So keep an eye on those emails that'll come. He tries not to do too many, generally just one a week, if you can handle one a week. Wow. Yeah, that's not bad, eh? I get them every day from some people, I know. At any rate, thank you so much for supporting live arts. It really is important for the artists. It's important for us as communities to be doing what we do together. Because I don't know about you, but boy, I was missing being with people and listening to live music during COVID. And this is such a great treat. And biggest treat is what is here tonight. So I want to welcome to the stage Locarno.
folks. How are we doing? We're all squeezed in pretty tight here. Feels good. How are we doing? We doing okay? We're so excited to be at the Bez. I don't think Locarno's ever played at the Bez before, so this is our first time. I've been here a couple of times with my alter ego, the Paper Boys. But, thank you. But I've never played here with Locarno, and I'm so excited to be here. We all are. And we're really glad you guys came out. I know June is we have those nice long days and warmer weather, and it's kind of hard sometimes to talk people into going indoors when all you want to do is barbecue and stay outside. But so we appreciate you guys being here. And we're going to start off playing you a little cumbia, this tune called La Cumbia del Olvido.
Tanto ya sufrir por la falta
Thank you, folks. All right, well, we'll continue to ride along and play this song called El Son de las Gracias. Gracias, of course, is the Spanish word for thank you. And this is a song to say thank you for the gift of music. Very much believe that music is a gift, and we're lucky enough that for us it's afforded us the opportunity to not just be here tonight, but we've traveled in many different parts of Canada and the States and Europe playing music and be able to share this gift with folks. And so this is a song to say thank you for that gift, and it's called El Son de las Gracias.
Canción con carara guitarrón, y te canto esta canción con el alma y corazón, con orgullo y emoción. Te doy gracias yo aquí por regalo de mi voz y por esta bendición. Te pago con mi juela y tambor, te doy esta ofrenda, te regalo esta canción. Tenemos todos una voz y una linda melodía, tenemos todos una voz. Canta, canta, la hermanita, que se oiga este refrán, dale alas a tu voz, Pedrito. Cuéntame tu historia como un lindo ruiseñor con canto musical. Mi canto es de colores, pintado como un mural, pintadito de colores como un mural.
All right, Bez Arts Hub. This is a part of the song we're going to ask you to share your gift, the gift of your voices with us, with a part that goes like this. Here we go.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Just like that.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Let me hear ya.
Te canto esta canción, a ti luz de mi vida, al sol de mi vida, con humilde gratitud, te doy esta ofrenda, te regalo esta canción. Canta, canta la hermanita, que se oiga este refrán, con caranas y guitarras, y con toda inspiración. One more.
Nice bit of singing. I love this time of year because, as I said, it stays out light so late. But it's also a bit weird to be doing a gig and I'm looking out and it looks like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you know? But again, thank you for being here. I know that there's a lot going on in these months, and the Friday night or Saturday, is it Friday? No, it's Friday. Friday night entertainment on Netflix is really amazing. So, yeah, you're here, and you also just got dressed and out of the house, and that alone is awesome. We'll play you now a song that comes from Oaxaca. I was just down in Oaxaca in April. You've been to Oaxaca? Oaxaca is a beautiful place. It's a you're going. It's a magical place, a beautiful place. I love it so much. And I was lucky enough to be there with a choir of 35 women. About 20 or so from Vancouver and a couple groups from Mexico. And I was helping interpret and translate and sort of be a fixer and whatever they needed I was doing. But I got to spend 10 days in that beautiful city. And that's where this song comes from. It's a tune called Arenita Azul.
Arenita azul, ¿de dónde salió? Arenita azul, ¿de dónde salió? Anoche cayó el agua, la destapó. Anoche cayó el agua, la destapó. Eres cubano, no soy cubano. Eres jarocho, no soy jarocho. ¿Y quién te quitó a tu maíz? Soy mariposa. ¿Quién te quitó a tu maíz? Soy mariposa. Arenita azul, ¿de dónde salió? Arenita azul, ¿de dónde salió? Anoche cayó el agua, la destapó. Anoche cayó el agua, la destapó. Desde que te fuiste, no he visto flores. Desde que te fuiste, no he visto flores. Ni los pájaros cantan, ni el agua corre. Ni los pájaros cantan, ni el agua corre. Arenita azul, ¿de dónde salió? ¿De dónde salió? Anoche cayó el agua, la destapó. Anoche cayó el agua, la destapó. Desde que te fuiste, no he visto flores. Desde que te fuiste, no he visto flores. Ni los pájaros cantan, ni el agua corre. Ni los pájaros cantan, ni el agua corre. Arenita azul, ¿de dónde salió? Arenita azul, ¿de dónde salió? Anoche cayó el agua, la destapó. Anoche cayó el agua, la destapó.
we're going to go from Oaxaca to Veracruz, which is another beautiful place. And this song comes from there, and it's on our new record. We have a brand new album called Colibri Calliope, and we just found out a couple weeks ago that it was nominated for a Western Canadian Music Award. Yeah. Which is lovely, and we have this a record here for sale. Well, it's a CD, and I know that CDs are no longer in vogue, and nobody has a CD player in their car anymore or in their home. But see, there you go. I was just about to say, you strike me as a counterculture kind of audience that still has CD players. So if you want to pick one up on the way home, that would be great. I'd love to get you singing along on this one. It's really quite simple. All you gotta sing is the words alajea he. Can you guys say that? Alajea he. Beautiful. And it's got sort of like the Spanish equivalent of way hey, you know, sort of in an Irish drinking song. Except for this time, you're sort of, it's I guess someone's imagination of what an iguana would sing like, because there's a song called Iguana. And it's a call and answer thing, which is really common in Latin music and African-based music. And I'll teach you the little part here, and you guys are going to respond with the rest of the band. And it goes like this. Alajea he, alajea he, alajea he, alajea he, alajea he. Wow, that was good. And so much better than Abbotsford last night. I'm just pointing it out there.
Dicen que la iguana verde, pero yo digo que no.
Dicen que la iguana muerde, pero yo digo que no.
Agarré una por la cola, nomás la lengua sacó.
Agarré una por la cola, nomás la lengua sacó.
Iguana mía, ¿pa' dónde vas? Al pueblo de Soledad. Será mentira, será verdad, lo que dice la gente allá, que en el pueblo no hay novedad. Me quedaría porque será clarita entera. Iguana mía, que va al fandango de noche y día, y en el fandango ahí va bailando con su jarana, ahí va cantando a la jea jea, a la jea jea, a la jea jea. Dicen que la iguana muerde, pero yo digo que no. Dicen que la iguana verde y el garrobo colorado.
Dicen que la iguana muerde y el garrobo colorado.
Agarré una por la cola y en el puerto de Alvarado.
Agarré una por la cola y en el puerto de Alvarado.
Iguana mía, ¿pa' dónde vas? Pa'l pueblo de Soledad. Será mentira, será verdad, lo que dice la gente allá, que en el pueblo no hay novedad, que la haría porque será tarita entera. Iguana mía, que va al fandango de noche y día, y en el fandango ahí va bailando con su jarana, ahí va cantando a la jea jea, a la jea jea, a la jea jea. Dicen que la iguana muerde, pero yo digo que no. la cadera.
El borracho que se dio se zafó la cadera.
Y Guanabía, ¿pa' dónde va? Al pueblo de soledad. La mentira será verdad, lo que dice la gente allá. En el pueblo no hay novedad, que la haría porque será taritantea. Y Guanabía, que va al fandango, de noche y día. Y en el fandango, ahí va bailando, con su jarana, ahí va cantando. A la jea, jea, a la jea, jea, a la jea, jea, a la jea, jea, a la jea, jea. Dicen que la iguana muerde, pero yo digo que no.
Yeah. Well, move along and play another song from our new record. This is a tune called Yanga. It's based on a historical figure in Mexico. Not super well known in Mexico, but Yanga was a slave that came from Africa. This is maybe not as well known worldwide, but Mexico had a huge slave trade, bigger than the U.S. at one point in time. And the port of Veracruz was actually, it's still today one of the biggest ports in the Americas. And a lot of slave ships came through there. And in one of those slave ships, there was this guy named Yanga, as he's now known. And he was a bit of a thorn in the side of the colonizers. He rebelled and escaped several times and led rebellions and fought against the Spaniards. So much so that at one point in time, they just said, "Okay, you win. We're gonna free you, and you're gonna be free to do whatever you want with your rebellions, but you got to go into this area." And so he settled a little place, like an area, they're called palenques, where black people were created colonies, or not colonies, but created villages. And that is now known as the first sort of free place of the Americas, and he's also considered the first free slave of the Americas. So there's a song about him, and his tune called the Yanga.
Del suelo pisar. Away, away, ao. Away, away, ao. Away, away, ao. Away, away, ao. Y pasaron los años, solo podía anhelar. Y de un día iba otra vez volar. Away, away, ao. Away, away, ao. Away, away, ao. Away, away, ao.
Thank you very, very much. So this wee instrument here that I'm playing, it's called a jarana. Jarana is basically a Baroque guitar that came over from Spain to Mexico, and it kind of morphed into this. There's a similar instrument in Spain called a vihuela, which is a little bit longer than this, but basically that's what happened. And then it got mixed, the music that we're playing got mixed with some indigenous roots, with some African roots, with some Arabic roots. And now we have this instrument called the jarana. It's got its cousins all over Central and South America, the charrango, the cuatro, the tres, even the ukulele is related to it. They're all kind of related. And we're going to play this tune. It's going to sort of start off with this tune. It's a tune called Bailando Bajo el Sol, which translates to Dancing Under the Sun. And I'm going to send it out to Russ, who is our host here, him and Sandy, our host. Big hands for our host here at the Bez. And the reason I'm going to send it out to him is because he told me he wants to learn how to play jarana. And there might be a little surprise with him later on, we'll see. It's a tune called Bailando Bajo el Sol. very, very much. How about it? That's Liam McDonald over there on the drums. Robin Lane over there on percussion. We're going to bring Liam up to the front and do something a little more acoustic. This is a tune that comes from Veracruz. I mentioned Veracruz earlier. This is a style of music that comes from Veracruz called son jarocho. And as I mentioned, it's got some interesting roots. It's Spanish and Andalusian and Arabic a little bit. Some African, some indigenous, and there's this beautiful style of music that comes from called son jarocho. And we're going to play you a song from the son jarocho repertoire. And there's a tune called La Guacamaya. And to get us started, Liam's going to play this little frame drum. It's got different names. It's in Mexico we call it a pandero. It's pandeiro if you're in Brazil, or panderete in Italy, and it's got sort of cousins as well. It's a jarana have cousins. This has cousins all over the world as well. But Liam's going to sort of start us off and give you a little sample of what the drum can do.
Cuando me llevaron preso, señorita, por usted. Y vuela, 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 llevaron preso, señorita, por usted. Vámonos para mi tierra para pasar la temporada.
Una guacamaya pinta le dijo a la colorada. Vámonos para mi tierra para pasar la temporada.
Se acabaron las pitayas y ahora sí que comerá. Pobrecita guacamaya, ay, qué lástima me da.
Se acabaron las pitayas y ahora sí que comerá. Pobrecita guacamaya, ay, qué lástima me das.
Y vuela, 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 como yo volé cuando me llevaron preso, señorita, por usted. Y vuela, 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 como yo volé cuando me llevaron preso, señorita, por usted.
Once again, Liam McDonald on the pandero. Calissa Landa over here on the fiddle. And Jean-C Lédouget over there on the bass. All right, well, we'll play one more tune here and take a wee short break. Come back to play some more music. We'll leave it with a tune called La Pachangosa. Pachanga is a party, and a pachangosa is a person that likes to party. In this case, because it's a gendered language, it happens to be talking about a woman. And this sort of came about, there's not a stereotype, but a way of sort of thinking that it's changing now, but at least when I lived in Mexico and still to a degree, that a woman cannot sort of go out on her own and just dance because she wants to dance unaccompanied, or have a beer, or do a lot of things that men do, which we know to be bullshit. And so this is maybe in a way a bit of a feminist song, but it's maybe getting rid of that stereotype that women should not go out unaccompanied or should not be able to go and do the things that men enjoy doing as well. And it's a tune called La Pachangosa.
Pachangosa con su minifalda, zapato de tacón, y vino a bailar y vino a gozar, a cantar el estribillo, a cantar hasta el pregón. Y oye mamá, déjala que goce, ya no la molestes y déjala en paz. Y oye papá, no necesita a nadie, quiere llevarla sola, no quiere a nadie más. ¡Epa! Mira nomás, viene la pachangosa Veo la cadera brillando como el sol. Y tío, sabes ya, no viene acompañada, sola y parrandeando, vibrando con el sol. Y oye, papá, no necesita nada, quiere llevarla sola, no quiere a nadie más. Y oye, papá, no necesita a nadie, quiere llevarla sola, no quiere a nadie más. Help us out here. Sola, sola, déjala que baile.
Esa niña no necesita a nadie, ella lo baila sola.
Sola, sola, es la
Aquí
pachangosa.
con mi pachangón, ahí solita, solita, tremenda.
Sola, sola, déjala que baile.
Esa niña no necesita a nadie, ella lo baila sola.
Sola, sola, es la pachangosa.
Ay, con esos pasitos, tremenda.
Y oye, mamá, déjala que goce, ya no la molestes y déjala en paz. Y oye, mamá, no necesita a nadie, quiere llevarla sola, no quiere a nadie más. Y oye, papá, déjala que goce, ya no la molestes y déjala en paz. Y oye, mamá, no necesita a nadie, quiere llevarla sola, no quiere a nadie más. Y quiere llevarla sola, no quiere a nadie más.
Quiere bailar
y
sola.
quiere llevarla sola, no quiere a nadie más.
Ahí está solita, la pachangosa.
Thank you much. We'll be back in a little minute. If you want to go grab some CDs, they're for sale right by the entrance. Thank you, folks.
Nice playing, Tom. Yeah, you too, man. I miss this band.
Hello, everyone. Not what you were expecting? My name is Russ, and my wife runs this place. Give it up for Sandy. She allows me to bring the bands in. This was a good choice. What do you think? In fact, I'm doing a little indulgence here because when I heard the Locarno record the first time, I don't know how many years ago, and I heard a song, I said, that sounds like a song that I made up. And so I said to the guys while they were sound checking, so I have a song. You want to play on it? And they say, when? I said, tonight, in the middle of your set. What do you think? Is that okay? All right, come on out, guys.
The reason that song that he heard sounds like one of his is because I secretly listen to stuff and steal it and give it a, but just kind of steal it, just, change it slightly so that it don't get copyright infringement. And then sing it in Spanish, and it's like I'm basically a Russ impersonator / tribute band. Yeah.
Hardly. All right. The chorus is sing la, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, da da da. Say la, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, hey ah da. Oh. Oh, love is a picture growing stronger and richer as the canvas gives way to the master. You are an artist. Oh, how my heart is transformed by your love and your laughter. And oh, yes, I know perfection will come when you I will see face to face. But now I am willing, receive all your spilling, your colors of love and of grace. Here we go. We sing la, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, hey ah, say la, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, hey ah. Well, truth is a river that flows from the giver and calls to all people, come swim. I'll be the brave one, search deep its fathoms, its crystal clear water, drink in. And oh yes, I know perfection will come when you I will see face to face. But now I'm a swimmer, free in the river, swept away by the truth of your grace. Here we go, we sing la, la da da da. Robin, take it away. Goes like this. Well, mercy and ocean, you set in motion to wash all the driftwood ashore. You're the beachcomber and you have a home for the shipwrecked, the tired, the poor. And oh yes, I know perfection will come when will see face to face. But now I need mercy. Wash me, immerse me, clothe me again by your grace. We say, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, say la da 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 da. One more time, we say la da 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 da, la da 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 da. We say la da 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 da, hey da fa da ba 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 da. Hey.
Para dar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia pa' mí, pa' ti, y arriba, arribita, 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 iré como la mariposa, volando iré, volando iré, volando iré.
Cántalas un verso, Calicita.
Aquí soy chiquitita, aquí soy chiquitita de corazón que se come la bamba, que se come la bamba de otro zona y arriba, arribita, arribita, arribita y es como la mariposa, volando iré, volando iré, volando iré.
Ahora sí, Pedrito, cántale.
Ay, 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 para bailar la bamba. Para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia. Una poca de gracia pa' mi patía. Y arriba, arribita, arriba, por ti seré. Yo no soy marinero. Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán.
Ahora sí, Jocelyn on the trumpet. Que se oiga la marimba.
Oiga, Joncé en el bajo. Te pido de compasión que se acabe la bamba,
La bambita.
que se acabe la bamba de otro son ahí arriba y arriba,
Arriba y arriba.
arribita, 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 iré como la mariposa,
Como la mariposa.
como la mariposa volando iré, volando iré, volando iré. Ba, ba, bamba, 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 ba, ba,
And we even thank Russ. How about Russ Rawson over there on the starting the set with us?
la locura. Yo quiero más, yo quiero más. A que vengan los bomberos a apagarle ese calor y que traiga la manguera, dale agua a este sudor y que venga el curandero, sacudirme el corazón y que me baje de esta fiebre, que me cure de ese amor. Y a que vengan los bomberos a apagarle ese calor y que traiga la manguera, dale agua a este sudor y que venga el curandero, sacudirme el corazón, que me baje de esta fiebre, que me cure de este amor. I would have loved their best. Ay, que vengan los bomberos y que saquen la manguera, agua para aquí, que venga el curandero, mamá. Ay, que vengan los bomberos, agua para aquí, agua para allá, que venga el curandero, mamá. Una.
Thank you very, very much. We'll do that last one was a tune called Bomberos y Curanderos from our latest record called Colibri Calliope. Colibri is a hummingbird, and the calliope hummingbird is a bird that splits its time between Mexico and Canada, much like me. And that's where that title came from. We'll play you a song from that record now. This is a tune called Cupido. It's another tune from the Son Jarocho repertoire. And it goes like this.
Y en la medianía del mar, Cupido le dijo a Venus, Cupido le dijo a Venus, en la medianía
En la
del
medianía del
mar.
mar, Cupido le dijo a Venus, Cupido le dijo a Venus, en la medianía del mar.
Yo te he visto rampaguear, pero no con tanto trueno, pero no con tanto trueno. Te he visto relampaguear.
He visto relampaguear, pero no con tanto trueno, pero no con tanto trueno. He visto relampaguear.
A Cupido, 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 a Cupido, Cupido de amores que me muero, Cupido, por andar entre las flores. A Cupido, 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 a Cupido, Cupido de amores que me muero, Cupido, por andar entre las flores. Yo tenía mi Cupidito, vestido de seda fina, vestido de seda fina. Yo tenía mi Cupidito.
Yo tenía mi Cupidito, vestido de serafina, vestido de serafina. Yo tenía mi Cupidito.
Y dijo el pobre mi pobre
Y
corazoncito.
me dijo el pobrecito, no cantes que me lastimas, no cantes que me lastimas, mi pobre corazoncito.
Cupido, 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 a Cupido, Cupido de amores que me muero, Cupido, por andar entre las flores. A Cupido, 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 a Cupido, Cupido de amores que me muero, Cupido, por andar entre las flores.
Ay, Cupido.
Once again, give it up for Miss Jocelyn Wall on the trumpet.
Cupido como traidor, quitarme la vida trata, quitarme la vida trata. Cupido como traidor.
Cupido como traidor, quitarme la vida trata, quitarme la vida trata. Cupido como traidor.
Yo le pido por favor que la espada sea de plata para morirme de amor en los brazos de mi chata.
Ay, le pido por favor que la espada sea de plata para morirme de amor en los brazos de mi chata.
Cupido, 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 a Cupido, Cupido de amores que me muero, Cupido, por andar entre las flores. A Cupido, 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 a Cupido, Cupido de amores que me muero, Cupido, por andar entre las flores. A Cupido, 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 a Cupido, Cupido de amores que me muero, Cupido, por andar entre las flores. A Cupido, 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 a Cupido, Cupido de amores que me muero, Cupido, por andar entre las flores. A Cupido, 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 a Cupido, Cupido de amores que me muero, Cupido, por andar entre las flores. A Cupido, 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 a Cupido, Cupido de amores que me muero, Cupido, por andar entre las flores.
Pedro Mota over here on the vocals, folks. We'll do something a little acoustic here and do a tune called La Manta. So we're gonna break it down a little bit, and I'm gonna play this instrument here again. And I'm gonna send this one out to someone's in the audience, my daughter Juno, who's out there dancing, and this is her favorite song.
She's doing cartwheels in the parking lot.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Juno. Hi, you want to come up? This is her favorite song. This is called La Manta. And a manta is like a blanket or a textile, that kind of thing, a piece of cloth. In a less poetic way. It's just a piece of cloth. But
Calusa, you're sounding very Kim Carnes at the moment.
she's got Betty Davis at, yeah. Oh, and we got some dance moves going on. Okay, all right. Woo!
You know, the reason she can do that is because she comes to
Wow.
the Bez and does the dance classes here. That's why. Yeah.
She's advertising for the dance classes at the Bez, and you want to do a cartwheel, but there's so much stuff on stage. This is not a good spot for it. That's
However, she'll be doing cartwheels out there should you want to go out there and
post
get
show.
some fresh
If you have
air.
a
and-
need for post show cartwheels, over there, yes. Here, no. All right. Okay, bye. Anyways, whoa, there she goes. Okay, so here is La Manta.
Y para cantar la manta, y para cantar la manta, y para cantar la manta se necesita una voz afinada, una voz afinada, una voz afinada y otra cosita, y otra cosita. Sí, mariquita, sí, no, mariquita, no. Primero dices que sí, luego que no, luego que no. ¿Quieres que te traiga? ¿Y qué quieres que te traiga? ¿Y qué quieres que te traiga desde Sevilla, desde Sevilla? Una peineta de oro, una peineta de oro, una peineta de oro y una vajilla, y una vajilla. Y sí, mariquita, sí, no, mariquita, no. Primero dices que sí, luego que no, luego que no. Estando entre las mujeres, estando entre las mujeres, estando entre las mujeres, todo me encanta, todo me encanta. Y vámonos a acostar, de sueño me estoy cayendo, que tú llevarás la manta, la linda manta que estás tejiendo. Sí, mariquita, sí, no, mariquita, no. Primero dices que sí, luego que no, luego que no. La manta, y para cantar la manta, y para cantar la manta se necesita una voz afinada, una voz afinada, una voz afinada y otra cosita, y otra cosita. Y sí, mariquita, sí, no, mariquita, no. Primero dices que sí, luego que no, luego que no. Sí, mariquita, sí, no, mariquita, no. Primero dices que sí, luego que no, luego que no.
Thank you very much. So, I first met Robin back here at the Vancouver Folk Festival. Well, maybe, actually, no. Calissa and I went to see him play at a gig, and I met him very briefly, but we got to chatting at the Vancouver Folk Festival. And at that point in time, Locarno didn't really have a percussionist, and we started talking about it. I said, you know, we should come play with us sometime. And he was busy that summer with another band, finishing up a bunch of gigs, and eventually we got around to doing the gig. And at that point in time, I didn't really know he was, maybe I knew he played marimba, but I didn't know it was such an important part of his life. And then he did a couple gigs with us, and then when he brought this thing out and started playing, it just kind of, we did a 180 and we're like, whoa, we want more of this. And Rob's been all over the world studying music. He's been to Africa and Cuba and recently to Mexico to study sort of music that comes from Mexico, from Chiapas. They play a lot of marimba down there. And there's a tune that Robin came up with and wrote. And it's the title from it comes from a gig that we did in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And we were flown down there to do a gig, and we were playing at this place called the Biopark, which is this big zoo and sort of biopark and everything. It's really nice, and in the summer, people, they do these concerts out on the lawn. People bring their picnic baskets and blankets and lawn chairs, and they set up for the concerts. And so we were flown down there to do the gig. We flew the day before the gig, and then the day of the gig, we got to be tourists in the town of Albuquerque, which was really exciting because at the time I was watching Breaking Bad. So I sort of felt like I was in a scene of Breaking Bad, and it was really fun for me. And then, we spent the morning being tourists, and then we went to the venue where we were going to play, and we did our sound check. And between the sound check and the gig, we got some time to go and hang out with some animals and all that. And I'll tell you one thing. Do you guys know the difference between a crocodile and an alligator? You do? Can I tell you anyway? It is Father's Day, and it's time for some dad jokes. One you'll see in a while, and the other one you'll see later. Thank you. Thank you very much. No, but anyway, as I was saying, so we got to hang out with some, actually, we really did get to sort of hang out with some animals. We fed some giraffes and petted some elephants, or maybe they're rhinos. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. Anyway, it was a beautiful day this day, not a cloud in the sky, and it was in the summer, so in Albuquerque it gets pretty hot. And then they fed us a little dinner, and then it was about an hour between the dinner and the actual gig. And in that time, sort of, we had a lovely stage manager. We're hanging out backstage, and she'd come every 15 minutes and go, okay, guys, 45 minutes of showtime, then half an hour to showtime, then 15 minutes showtime. And then finally said, okay, 5 minutes. And so we all are standing right behind the stage, instruments in hand, ready to play. And as I mentioned, it was this beautiful day in Albuquerque. And in those 5 minutes between the time we were supposed to go on, this tiny little cloud came and parked itself right there. And I've never seen this in my life. We don't get this here. It just rains from beginning till night for days on end. But this crazy weather broke out, and in a matter of 5 minutes, it changed so drastically. And they ended up having 90-mile-per-hour winds. So part of the stage collapsed, where they had the sound gear, that collapsed. Animals were injured. Some people were injured. And so the gig was called off. And unfortunately, we never got to play a single note for the good people of New Mexico. I know. It was very sad. So we flew home the next day to our Vancouver mansions. And, we're musicians. We're rolling in the dough, as you probably know. So we came back to our Vancouver mansions, and we were broken men and women, and we decided to write a sad, bluesy number about it. And it's a tune we like to call the Albuquerque Disaster. Robin's on Prozac, so he doesn't know what sad means. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Robin Lane on the marimba. Isn't that the saddest song you ever did here? Thank you. We got one more tune we're going to play and call it a night. Thank you so much for having us. We really did appreciate you guys being here. And we'll leave you with this song here. I just want to introduce everyone to you real quick. Once again, on the bass guitar from Brittany, France, give it up for Mr. Jean-C Ledouget. Over there on the trombone, give it up for Mr. Nick LaRiviere. I'll tell you a little something about Nick. Other than Calissa, he's probably the musician I play with the most. We played together in the Paperboys and the Starbirds and a bunch of other projects. So I know Nick intimately well, as you could imagine. Maybe too well at times.
I'm an oversharer.
Yeah. Only sometimes. But I'll tell you one thing about Nick. Nick is always up for a good time. We'll be on tour. We've toured a lot with the Paperboys and with Locarno, and everybody will be dog tired and after the gig, ready to go back to the hotel and go to sleep. He's like, guys, let's go bowling.
Nope.
Or there's a chicken wing place across the street. Let's go have some food. He's just always excited about anything, so he's a good guy to travel with. He's not only a great musician, he's also our IT guy. So whenever anything goes wrong, he fixes it. So we love him to bits. Right next to him on the trumpet, give it up for Miss Jocelyn Abadois. Right over here on fiddle and vocals, all the way from Victoria, British Columbia, my wife, Miss Calissa Landa.
Thank you.
On pandero, congas, and now and the drums, all the way from Kitchener, Ontario. Yeah. We all know Kitchener is the Latin joint in Canada. Mr. Liam McDonald. Once again, on marimba, congas, assorted percussion from Victoria, now residing in Vancouver, Mr. Robin Lane. And last but certainly not least, it's really one of my greatest pleasures in life to sing with him because I love his voice and I love when our voices come together, and I just love to hang with him. Mr. Pedro Moto over here on guitar and vocals. And we want to thank Russ and Sandy for having us and for keeping this place going. And you're lucky to have this place here in Langley, folks. I also want to thank Tessa, who was helping out, and Daniel for doing the sound. Big hand for all those people.
And not to mention this guy, he's leading the party, driving the van, herding the kids, and not just these guys. He's a dad, he's a manager, he's an agent, and he writes all the material. This is Tom Landa right here.
Oh, speaking of dad, I just want to say Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. There's one lovely thing about this band is that we all kind of became parents in around the same time. We've all had kids, and all our kids are fairly close in age, so we sort of all are going through it at the same time. So Happy Father's Day to all the dads. We'll leave you with a song from Mexico. Both Pedro and I were born and raised in Mexico City. We didn't know each other then. It took us moving to Canada to get to know each other. But as kids, we were both into sort of heavy metal and rock music. And if you took the kid version of us and said, one day you A, will be living in Canada, and B, playing in a amped up Mexican folk band, we would have laughed at you because it was probably the furthest thing from our mind that we would ever end up doing. Yet here we are playing in Langley, our amped up version of Mexican folk music. So. So we'll leave you with another song from Mexico, and this is a tune called El Cascabel. So thank you very much, folks. This has been a really lovely evening. Thank you.
cinta morada, con una cinta morada yo tenía mi cascabel.
Yo tenía mi cascabel con una cinta morada, con una cinta morada. Yo tenía mi cascabel.
Y como era tropez, y como era tropez, le di mi prenda amada, le di mi prenda amada, como era tropez.
Como era de lo se lo di a mi prenda amada, se lo di a mi prenda amada, como era de lo Pégale, Tomasito. Sin consentimiento, compadre. Tú pégale, Calicita. Órale.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very, very much. De nada, gracias a ustedes. All right. Derrière, thank you. We're going to do another song from our latest record. I hope you take the record home now that we've established that you guys are a counterculture kind of audience and have CD players at home. I hope you take one home. This is today's the first day of a long run of shows. We're going to be in Brackendale tomorrow near Squamish. And then in a couple of weekends, we're going to be in Penticton. The last weekend in June, we're going to do 2 nights at a place called the Dream Cafe. Squamish tomorrow, Penticton in a couple of weeks, and then we're going to be at the Vancouver Folk Festival if you guys feel like joining us. Yeah. And where else are we going to be? We're going to Ottawa to play at the National Arts Center. We're doing a bunch of stuff. So you want to know more about us, you can find us at, every time I say that, if you want to know more about us, it feels like a ransom note. Should you ever want to see the band again? But no, you can find us at locarnoband.com. And no, it's not the beer festival. We're playing at the Brackendale Art Gallery. Oh, okay. We'll talk after the show. We're gonna do this song. This is a song that's on. It's the last song on the record, and it's a song called La Despedida. Despedida means like a farewell. And this is. I wrote this for Juno, who was up here dancing a minute ago. Most of the time, she comes with us. She's a tour baby. She has been. I think she was 6 weeks old when we took her out on the road, and so she's grown up being on. She thinks what we do is really boring, to be perfectly honest.
I was telling some folks here she's probably going to rebel and become a dentist or something.
Even worse, a dental hygienist, yeah.
Income stability, that's terrible.
And as Bruce Springsteen is quoted as saying, nobody wants to hear people cheer for their parents. So she thinks this is lame and boring, but once in a while, she comes with us most of the time, but once in a while we do have to leave her with Grandma and hit the road. And so this is a song I wrote for her about the farewell. And it says, I'm going, but I'll be back soon. Look for me in the horizon. I'll carry you in my heart until I see you next. Es un con la despedida.
es el final y en el horizonte nos volvemos a encontrar. Yo me llevo tu sonrisa y en mi corazón tu amor me sostiene, me da alas para volar. Me da alas para volar, me da alas para volar.
Thank you, Langley. Thank you, Biz. Arts up, thank you. Thank you, folks. We had such a great time here with you. Thank you for having us. Thanks for coming. I hope to see you down the road in the summer. Get home safe.